Namaste, and welcome to this series of the practice. Today we will be learning very specific pranayama, and we will be also undergoing an activating practice. So the fundamentals for today are to build life energy, building life energy through breath and through movement, and learning the intrinsic intelligence, inherent intelligence of our body. So usually when we feel somehow depleted of life energy, or we feel that we're lacking some sort of activation, we reach out for external forces. So we reach out for coffee, we reach out for energy drinks, we reach out for some sort of activating quality that comes from the external world. Now, how yoga comes into the picture is that everything is within. We live in a holotropic universe, and so whatever happens, holographic, holotropic, whatever happens without happens within, whatever happens within happens without. And there's this energy buildup that we have within our organism. As we have been studying in these sequences, we are more than just our physical bodies. And somehow our physical body becomes the receiver of whatever happens in our mind and in our energetic body. So when we're looking at activation, we can have activating practices that allow us to light up again, to wake up quite literally. If we are feeling tired, depleted in life energy, we can turn towards these practices as a way to build life energy. Yeah. So that is the intention for this series in particular. We will be learning activating pranayama. We will be learning activating yogic postures. And so the pranayama that we will be learning today is Kapalabhati Pranayama. Kapalabhati Pranayama translates exactly as skull polishing breath. Skull polishing breath, because there's a cleansing quality to this pranayama. And it gets very interesting. So how come cleansing pranayama become an activating pranayama? Because what happens to our life force is that it gets stuck in particular areas. It's blocked. There's not a free flow of energy, and therefore we feel depleted because life force is not flowing naturally. And so Kapalabhati is a pranayama to cleanse, to liberate, to open space so that the energy can move through in its natural way. So coming to a seated pose, allowing yourself to find that seated pose that feels comfortable for you. Have been undergoing the fundamentals of sitting and the bandhas. So right now, I'm sitting on a cushion and a blanket to allow my spine to be tall. You can find a block, you can sit on a chair, you can sit on the floor, whatever feels good. What we want to have is our knees facing down and our torso to be tall, so that we can have an elongated back and allow the upper torso to have full mobility and full expression. And just allowing a very simple pose to take place. If you feel comfortable closing your eyes, you can do so. Otherwise, you can look gently at the screen, finding a point to look at that's comfortable. Gaze is soft. Your eyes can be closed. Allowing the hands to rest on the thighs. Allowing a stacking of vertebra on vertebra as we allow the spine to elongate, bringing the tailbone slightly in for a root lock that can stabilize this foundation of sitting. Bringing the belly in and up as we come into a flying root lock, mid-center line of the body, stabilizing and allowing the chest to open, finding that throat lock, Jalandhara Bandha, by bringing your chin slightly towards your chest, as if you were holding a ball in between your chin and your chest. Very simple, very gracious stance. And check in with your breath here. Begin checking in with the inhalation as it comes through the nose. Checking in with the exhalation, the quality of the exhalation. In breath and out breath. Checking in with the quality of the breath. We are not looking to control or manipulate the experience, not looking for something special, not looking for something other than what is, simply allowing awareness to anchor into this practice as we come into a centering and activating class, a cleansing class. We begin by acknowledging what is here, as is, the as is principle. Not looking to change or manipulate the situation, but allowing oneself to center in what is. So, checking in with the as is of the breath. Checking in with the as is of the energetics of the day. Tapping into the quality of the energy field of this moment. Without expectations of what should be good or bad or right or wrong, let that go. Just tapping into the as-is principle of this moment. Collecting the different pieces of the self so as to come into center. And taking a thermometer with our mind and measuring the temperature of our thoughts. We have very active thoughts. Or if we have low activity in the mind, it's checking in with the activity of the mind without judgment, without control, without a desire for it to be different, simply being as is. And if there is a controlling thought, just let that be there, witness, cultivating witness consciousness. As is principle. Becoming acquainted with the inner world, becoming acquainted with the energetic body. As our physical body comes into stillness, beginning to access prana. From stillness, beginning to move. Letting the breath guide us. Allowing face to be relaxed. Scanning the area of the head to see if there's any point of tension. Any point of tension behind the eyebrows. Any point of tension behind the eyes. Scanning the body and seeing if there's tension in the jaw, behind the nose, the space behind the eyes. Looking for tension or the absence thereof in the head area. And traveling down to your neck, scanning what's happening here. If there's any point of tension or rigidity, breathing into it. Not trying to control or manipulate, just simply asking the body if it's possible to let go, if it's possible to relax. Letting the breath become deeper, and allowing the body to receive that. Opening at a cellular level to all this prana, to the subtleties of the body. Scanning down through the shoulders, the chest, coming down through the arms, the elbows, the wrists, the fingertips. Becoming more acquainted with the energetic quality of our body from stillness. From the chest to the upper back, the scapulas, the shoulder blades. If we find any point of tension or rigidity, simply asking the question, is it possible to relax? Is it possible to let go? Is it possible to enjoy the life force that is here, palpable at this moment? With each in-breath, opening to the life that is here, allowing the lungs to receive that breath. Diaphragm contracts, diaphragm opens space. Receiving that breath in the lungs. Letting the digestive system receive the benefits of relaxation. Awake, alert body, receptive from stillness. Moving into the hip area, pelvic floor, letting prana flow, and if we find any point of tension or rigidity, simply being with it without trying to control or manipulate the experience. And letting the life force go down to the knees, thighs, your bum, ankles, full body, full body. Sensing the body as a whole, no longer placing attention in a particular point, but allowing awareness to be with the whole entirety of the body. Finding the center, bringing both palms together towards the heart. The heat of each palm as we come into Anjali Mudra, we can begin rubbing both of our palms together, building heat, building warmth between the palms, activating fire. Generating heat, generating fire, generating power. And bringing both of those palms to your heart, to your chest, feeling the warmth that comes from each palm, receiving the heat, receiving the warmth with the in-breath. Holding that in-breath in, and gently exhaling. Inhaling in through the nose, full breath, allowing the whole respiratory system to receive this breath. Open the mouth and let that exhale out through the mouth. Inhale through the nose, full in-breath, receiving the breath. And when you're ready, opening the mouth, exhaling out. Inhale through the nose, deep in-breath. In through the nose, building warmth. Opening the mouth, exhaling. Inhaling, both arms will sweep up and around, reaching through the fingertips, opening the palms up towards the sky, relaxing the shoulders. As if you were holding a giant balloon in between your palms. Reaching through the fingertips, stretching your back, opening the palms on the exhale, sweep down with the fingertips as if you're running through a sea of honey, really allowing the fingers to receive the benefits of the stretch. Scapulars meet at the center, palms come down, inhale, take in another breath, full breath in. Arms reach up, fingertips reach up, shoulders relax, reaching through the fingertips, running life force through the spine, opening the palms, releasing. Letting those fingertips receive a full elongation, bringing your hands down to the mat. One last time, in breath, raising the arms towards the sky, reaching through the fingertips, relax the shoulder blades. Really have that action as if you were holding a giant balloon in between your hands, bringing mobility to life force. Opening the palms, releasing, coming down, running the fingertips through a sea of molasses as they come down to the mat. Placing both hands onto your knees. Here, it depends on the altitude of your seat. For me, the blanket now becomes obstacle rather than a help. So we have to determine what feels best for each exercise. Now, actually, from here, we can open up that seating pose and allow our legs to straighten. Take both the sitting supplies, materials, and releasing the tension, releasing the flesh and the sitting bones, bringing both hands back so as to support your upper and lower back. And find a supported Dandasana here by flexing both of your toes, pointing your feet, flexing, pointing, flexing. In breath, point the toes, truly allow life force to receive the stretch with this point. The toes truly are making that effort to touch the other side of the mat. Exhale, toes flex, bringing the toes, life force, prana, to the torso. In breath, toes point. Exhale, flex. In breath, out breath. In breath, out breath. In breath, out breath. In breath, out breath. Using the support of your hands here, begin to tap one knee, tap the other, tap. So as we have been talking, there's a quality of life energy when it's fully allowed to flow through our bodies. What happens is we undergo trauma, as we undergo rigidity, our body tightens and it creates rigidity. As we undergo trauma, the body creates rigidity. So usually we're accustomed to a full life force flowing through our bodies as we are developing in the world, and when something happens, fight flight system activates and our body tenses. And so when we do practices of activation, practices of releasing tension, it's not so much about building strength, but more instead releasing the tension. Does that make sense? Releasing tension. Wonderful. Now bring both of your knees towards your chest, finding a sitting pose again. If you remember which of your foot was closer to your body, you can bring the opposite one. So usually we'll have the immediate foot coming in is the one that we usually are accustomed to, and we're building new neural pathways. So allow yourself to bring a different stance if you can't remember. Taking the flesh out of your sitting bones, finding that seated pose again, using your palms for support, grabbing onto your knees with your fingertips and begin inhaling, opening the chest, gazing upward. On the exhale, curve the spine, bring the chin towards the chest, rounding, inhaling, coming forward, using the leverage of your hands to open space in the chest. On the exhale, round the spine, chin to chest. Inhaling, opening space. Exhaling, rounding the spine. Now begin circling. Circular movements here with the spine, grinding, circling. In Kundalini Yoga, this circling of the spine is called Sufi grinds because it's like the dance of a Sufi dress. So if you can imagine yourself in the fluidity of that motion. And if it feels good to move your arms, you can do so. It's a self-awakening quality here. But you can also use your palms as support to open space in the chest, bringing your spine. And make sure you can circle your back on both sides. If you move towards the right, make sure you get left and the opposite. Coming back onto seated pose, taking the flesh out of our sitting bones, sitting tall with our spine. If you want to use a cushion or a blanket or a block to support your stance, feel free to do so. We're going to take a deep breath in, raising the palms towards the sky. Our fingers are going to bend at the knuckles, opening the thumbs towards each other and raising the arms up. And we're going to begin Kapalabhati breath. It's called polishing breath, breath of fire. As we inhale through the nose, exhale out through the nose. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the nose. Just become acquainted. In fact, you can bring your arms down and become acquainted to inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the nose. Inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the nose. Just become acquainted with that sequence. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the nose. Very warming breath. Now begin to do this breath in a more forceful way. Now see the impact that that has on your belly. The key of Kapalabhati, this is all preparation, this is not Kapalabhati itself. The key of Kapalabhati is to have a forceful exhale, almost like it's being encouraged by the breath. It's encouraged by the breath, encouraged by the exhale. So the belly is pumping the air out. And the nose is clearing Exhaling. Exhale, 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 exhale. Pump, 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 pump through the belly. There's no efforting here in inhaling. It's all exhale, exhale, exhale. Okay? So we can come into our seated pose. Taking the flesh out of our sitting bones, arms come up. Hands are in their position for breath of fire and begin Kapalabhati breath. We'll be doing a series of 60 Kapalabhati breaths. So begin with a deep inhalation through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Inhale about 60% capacity through the nose. And begin breath of fire. Exhale, 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 pumping through the belly. We are halfway there. Continue pumping through the belly. Exhale, exhale, exhale. Making sure your elbows are straight, making sure your shoulders are relaxed. Continue. Ten, 10, 9, 9, 8, 8, 7, 7, 6, 6, 5, 5, 4, 4, 3, 3, 2, 2, 1, 1. Full exhalation, bring the belly button in, having a moment here of kumbhak, a moment of emptiness, holding that breath in. See if you can bring both of your thumbs to touch one another. Holding that exhalation in, tailwind comes in, draw the belly in. Inhale deeply through your nose, holding that breath in. And on the exhale, release both of your palms, coming down, feeling the pranic field, closing the eyes. And let yourself come back into your harmonious breath, your own breath. Breathing in through the nose, exhale gently. In through nose, out through nose. Just sensing the quality of energy that has been built up. Inhale, taking both of your arms up towards the sky, and on the exhale, twisting to the left side of the body, so the right palm will come to the left knee, using the knee as a leverage, as support to twist the spine. So on the inhalation, we're lengthening the spine. On the exhalation, twisting deeper. Inhale, lengthening through the spine. On the exhale, twisting deeper. On the next inhalation, inhale about 60% capacity and begin Kapalabhati. Exhale, deeply twist at the exhale. And let yourself twist even deeper. Inhale, coming back onto center, raising both of your arms towards the sky. On the exhalation, left palm comes towards the right knee, twisting to the right side of the body. Inhale, lengthening, exhale, twisting. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, twist. Inhale, lengthen the spine. At the exhale, twist. Inhale about 60% capacity and begin Kapalabhati breath. Exhale fully, allow yourself to twist deeper. At the next in-breath, allow your whole body to come onto center. Inhale, raising both of your palms up towards the sky, reaching through the fingertips. At the exhale, open your palms towards the sides of the room, reaching through your fingertips, running your fingers through a sea of molasses, a sea of honey, truly allowing that deep stretch. Coming towards the 4-point pose, coming into table pose position. Table. Stable table. Remove any props that you may have around. Four points. Wrists below shoulders, knees below hips. Inhaling, opening the chest, gazing forward. Exhale, rounding the spine, tailbone comes in, chin towards chest. Inhaling, opening the chest, gazing forward. Exhale, rounding the spine. Inhale, looking forward, bending slightly at the elbows. Exhale, rounding the spine. Now begin a circular motion in the spine, but more exploratory than anything else, as if your spine was a spoon, and we're trying to get the leftovers of a honey jar. Really allowing that full range of motion, full exploration. Spoonful of honey, and let your mouth eat it. Full exploration of motion. And allowing the back to slowly come back into center. Coming back onto a table pose. Hands, both of your toes on the mat, so both of your feet on the mat. Begin lifting your knees. Slowly coming back into downward facing dog. Bending at the knees. Bending at the knees a lot. From downward facing dog, allow your weight to come forward, coming into plank pose. Inhaling, downward facing dog, bending at the knees. And I'm going to adjust here for my mat as the rug is slippery. In down dog, you can bend your knees a lot. Bend your knees a lot so that the chest can truly begin to contact the thighs so that the knees are not injured. Perhaps even your rib cage can touch your thighs. Bending the knees a lot so that your rib cage can come towards your thighs. On the inhale, move forward, coming into plank pose. Hips are raised, shoulders above wrists. Exhale, coming down into downward facing dog. Inhale, coming onto plank pose, bending at the elbows, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra, facing forward. Exhaling, downward facing dog. Walk your right foot closer towards the left foot, allowing the ankle to come down, the heel to press down, lifting the left leg up towards the sky. And on the next inhalation, bringing the left knee towards the left elbow. Inhaling, lifting that leg up towards the sky. And on the exhalation, left knee to right elbow. Twisting. Inhaling, lifting the right leg, the left leg, sorry, to the sky. Left knee to left elbow. Inhaling, lifting the left leg up towards the sky. And on the exhalation, left knee to right elbow. Inhaling, left leg moves up, bending at the knee, opening the hip. And on the next inhalation, bringing that left leg in between the hands, planting the foot. In between the hands, coming into runner's lunge. Right leg is stretched, reaching with the right heel down towards the mat. It's an energetic effort. Your hands are planted on the mat, fingertips planted on the mat. Left knee is bent at a 90-degree angle, so the knee is not pushing forward nor backward. Its knee is right above the ankle, facing forward. Now walking the right foot closer towards the left foot, coming into Uttanasana, forward fold. Bend your knees a lot. Let the head go heavy. Let your rib cage settle into your thighs. So really, we're not looking for perfect Instagram picture kind of Uttanasana. We're looking for the benefits of the practice, the benefits of activating life force, activating frequency by opening space in the body. Thighs meet the rib cage is received by the thighs. Letting both of your arms hang here. Inhaling, gazing forward, flat back. At the exhale, bend forward, full Uttanasana, letting the thighs receive your rib cage, letting the head hang loose. Letting the head hang loose like a mango. Placing both of your hands on the mat, walk the right foot back, left foot back, coming into plank pose. Moving forward, bending at the elbows, coming down, Chaturanga. Inhaling, Cobra. Chest opens. And on the exhalation, coming down to downward facing dog. Walk your feet in place. You can bend one knee and stretch the other knee. Straighten that leg. Switch that around. Now finding stability onto the left leg. So that may mean bringing it closer to the right foot, lifting the right leg up towards the sky, and on the exhalation, the right knee will meet the right elbow. Inhaling, lifting the right leg up towards the sky, and on the exhalation, donkey kick towards the left elbow. Inhaling, lifting the right knee up towards the sky. Exhale, right elbow. Inhale, knee comes up. Exhale, left elbow. Inhaling, lifting the right leg up towards the sky, bending at the knee, opening the hip if that feels good. And bringing that leg in between the hands, coming to runner's pose with the right leg. So the leg that is back is doing an effort to bring the heel back. It's not just passive, bringing the heel back. Right knee is above the right ankle, facing forward. The hands are just support, fingertips are just for support. bring your left foot to meet the right foot. Coming into Uttanasana, bending at the knees. Inhaling, Ardha Uttanasana, flat back. Exhaling, full Uttanasana, melting the head, letting the head droop down like a mango. On the next in-breath, lifting vertebra by vertebra, your spine coming into full mountain pose. Standing pose. Coming into mountain pose. So we want to find stable ground with our feet. We want to let the feet root down so that the upper body can rise up. Bringing the tailbone in. So instead of bringing the tailbone in, shoulders roll up and back, shin is loose. Mountain pose. Inhaling, lifting the arms up towards the sky. And on the exhalation, bending at the hips, coming down to Uttanasana. Letting the head droop down like a mango falling from a tree. Inhaling, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhaling, full Uttanasana. Letting the head droop down. Planting both hands on the mat, walking the feet back, coming into plank pose. Bend at your elbows, coming down, Chaturanga. Inhaling, upward facing dog. Exhaling, coming down into downward facing dog. Placing both knees on the mat, allowing your torso to melt in between both of your knees, letting the forehead meet the mat. Placing both hands on the mat, lifting the hips up, allowing the knees to raise up, coming down into a downward facing dog. The inhale, lift up the right leg. Exhale, bring that right leg in between the hands. Taking the back ankle to a 45-degree angle, coming into warrior one, lifting the arms up towards the sky. Knee is above the ankle. Full breath here. Bringing both palms to interlace at your back. Fingertips are interlocked. Opening the chest on the in-breath. On the exhalation, melting the chest in between, into the right leg. Full breaths here, melting down. Inhaling, lifting up. Straighten the leg. Exhale, coming down. Melting. Inhaling, lifting up. Exhale, melting the chest, coming down. Releasing the hands. Releasing the angle on the foot, so now the heel can raise up. Placing the left knee on the mat. Releasing the toes. Lifting both arms up towards the sky. And on the exhale, begin bending at the torso, twisting to come into a twist here. Both hands are together for support. Gazing above the right elbow. Inhale about 60% capacity. And on the exhale, begin pumping the breath for 15 Kapalabhatis. Five, five, four, four, three, three, two, two, one, one. Exhale fully. Inhale deep through the nose, holding that breath in. On the exhale, release the twist, lifting your hands up with the inhalation. Exhale, bending with the elbows, opening the chest. Inhaling, lifting the palms up towards the sky. At the exhale, bend your elbows. Inhaling, lifting, sweeping the arms up, reaching through the fingertips. Exhale, open the arms into cactus, opening the chest. Inhaling, sweeping the arms up. Exhale, bending at the elbows. Bringing both palms towards the mat. Using the left finger, the left toes for support, lifting that knee up. And walk the left foot closer to the right foot, coming down into Uttanasana. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, Tadasana. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, flat back, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, full Uttanasana, draping the upper body into the thighs receive the upper body. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, melting at the hips, coming down, head drops down like a mango. Planting both hands on the mat, walk the right foot back, walk the left foot back. Plank pose. Inhale, coming down, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Facing forward, facing upward. Let the hips hang. Stay one more breath. And at the exhale, begin coming down to downward facing dog. Inhale, lifting the left leg up towards the sky. And on the exhale, bringing the left leg in between the hands. Planting the right heel on the mat at a 45-degree angle and lifting yourself up to a warrior one with the left foot. You can open that stance if that feels better. Warrior one, imagine if your hips had headlights and you want the headlights to be looking forward. The knee will make an effort to come above the ankle. If this is too complicated with the stance, you can also walk your feet a little bit closer, the right foot closer to the left foot. Headlights forward. Upper body is in Tadasana. Inhale, lifting the arms up towards the sky. On the exhalation, interlacing the fingers behind the back. Inhaling, opening the chest. On the exhale, melting the torso. Coming with the left shoulder to the left knee. Melting the head. Full breath here. Holding balance. Inhaling, chest comes up, opening. Exhaling, melting down. Heart open. Release the hands coming up into warrior one. Release the heel coming down with the knee to the mat. Inhaling, reaching with your hands. At the exhale, bring both of your palms together, twisting towards the left side. So the right knee will interlock itself on the left knee. We'll twist. Inhale about 60% capacity, and on the exhale, begin Kapalabhati breath for 15 breaths. Inhale. Begin. 4, 3, 2, 2, 1, 1. Inhale deeply, holding that breath in. Exhale. On the inhale, come up to a supported runner's pose. Exhale, bend at your elbows, cactus arms. Inhaling, sweeping the arms around. With the exhale, opening the elbows to the sides of the body. Inhaling, arms sweep up. Exhale, bending at the elbows. Beautiful, one more time. Inhaling, sweeping the arms up. On the exhale, bending at the elbows. Letting both of your hands come to the mat. Lifting the right knee from the mat. Walking the left foot back to meet the right one, coming into plank pose. On the in-breath, move forward, bend at the elbows, coming down into chaturanga. Inhaling, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhaling, downward facing dog. And again, inhaling, moving towards the plank pose. Exhaling, chaturanga. Inhaling, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhaling, downward facing dog. Walk your feet towards the center of the mat. Open your legs wide. Bend at your knees, coming down into Malasana. Your forearms are pressing against your knees. Hands come together. Tailbone is tucked in, chin tucked in. Beautiful. Begin Kapalabhati breath, a round of 60. Inhale about 60% capacity, and begin. We're halfway there, keep going, exhale, 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 pumping through the belly. Ten, 9, 9, 8, 8, 7, 7, 6, 6, 5, 5, 4, 4, 3, 3, 2, 2, 1, 1. Full exhalation. Inhale deeply through the nose, hold that breath in, allow the belly to cherish that new breath. And begin exhaling softly, bringing your tailbone down to the mat, allowing your knees to open up, allowing your legs to receive a release of life force, bringing both of your palms down towards your back, walking yourself to a Dandasana pose, taking the flesh out of your sitting bones. Dandasana, bringing the toes closer towards the chest, really doing that energetic pulse. If your toes really wanted to come into connection with the chest, inhaling, lifting your arms up towards the sky, reaching with the fingertips on the exhale, coming down into Paschimottanasana. If you can hold your legs, your feet, that's perfect. If you have high hamstrings like me, maybe you want to bend your knees a little bit. Next time we'll do variation with the strap. Inhale deeply, gazing forward. On the exhalation, begin a round of 30 Kapalabhati breaths. Exhale fully. Inhale deeply, cherish that breath, hold that breath in. Exhale, melting the chest towards the legs, really letting go into that Paschimottanasana. Maybe if you want to try to straighten your legs and see what happens if you try to reach down. Head comes closer towards the legs. Inhaling, walking yourself back into Dandasana. Roll the shoulders up and back, bringing both of your palms behind your back. Begin pointing and flexing your legs. Now bring the right knee, bend your right knee, and bring the right sole of the foot in connection with the left thigh. Janu Shirshasana, walking with your fingertips towards the left leg. Holding at the foot if that feels okay. Inhaling, facing forward, exhaling, Kapalabhati breath. Exhale fully, inhale through the nose. Hold that breath in, and on the exhale, begin drawing your chest closer towards your thigh. Janu Shirshasana. Inhale, torso comes up. Bring your right leg to meet the left. Feel the energetic quality between both of your legs. Maybe the left leg feels a little bit more vital. Just paying attention before and after comparison. Bringing the left foot closer towards the thigh, placing the sole of the foot on the right thigh, taking the flesh out of both sitting bones. Inhaling, arms come up towards the sky, gazing forward, and on the exhale, begin Kapalabhati breath as you come down. Inhale deeply through the nose, exhale, melt closer into Janu Shirshasana. Walk your hands back. Bring the right foot to meet the left foot. Bringing the flesh of your sitting bones, inhale, lifting your back up towards the sky. And on the exhale, coming down into Baddha Konasana, butterfly pose. Inhaling, lifting, exhaling, moving down. Moving into a more introspective flow. Letting the head come down as far as it needs to. And energetically keep bringing the awareness into the body sensations. Meeting the edge of sensation and softening. Meeting your edge, meeting your limitation and softening. Inhaling, bringing the chest up, bending at both of your knees, taking the flesh out of your sitting bones. Allowing your legs to lift up, coming into a very easy Navasana pose. So we're not looking for a full variation, although if you want to do that, you're welcome to do so. Just bending at the knees and allowing the chest to open up as your legs come closer. Maybe here you can try some variations if you want. Allowing your feet to come down, coming towards a supine series, so bringing your back foot onto the mat, taking the flesh out of your sitting bones. Making sure your knees are above your ankles. And begin with the with the bridge series. Inhaling, lifting the hips up towards the sky. Chest will come towards the chin. Exhale, coming down slowly, gently, vertebra by vertebra. Inhaling, lifting the hips up towards the sky. Exhale, vertebra by vertebra, coming down towards the mat. Inhaling, lifting the hips up towards the sky. Exhale, vertebra by vertebra, coming down to the mat. Finding that tidal wave movement with your back. Inhaling, lifting. Exhaling, placing vertebra by vertebra on the mat. One more time, lifting your hips up towards the sky. And beginning to walk your shoulder blades in behind your chest, bringing both of your hands together, interlocking the fingers. Bridge pose. Find a seamless breath as you anchor your feet onto the mat, lifting the hips higher. Release your shoulder blades. Release your interlacing your fingertips and begin bringing your back down, vertebra by vertebra. If wheel poses in your practice, you can go ahead and come into a full wheel. But if you want to continue this tidal wave motion of the lower back, you can do so. Inhale, lifting the hips up. Exhaling, allowing vertebra by vertebra to come down. Or you can come into a full wheel, bringing your palms back behind your head, finding that supported stance with your feet, lifting your head up towards the mat, and allowing your elbows to straighten as we come into a full wheel. Repeat that breath. Let your heart expand. Begin bringing the head down, hips down. Bringing the palms to meet the torso. Bringing the knees towards the chest. Interlacing your fingers to support that supine back massage. Holding at the outside ridge of your feet, coming into happy baby pose. Opening your hips side to side. To the playfulness of this pose. explore the range of movements here. Enjoy a back massage if that feels good for you. It's really good for the kidneys, really good for the liver. Bringing both knees towards the center. Holding onto the right leg, letting the left leg come down to the mat. Wing relieving pose here, bringing the right knee closer to the right armpit. The leg that is straightened can come into flex. So the foot is flexed. And from here, begin by shifting your hips a little bit closer to the right edge of the mat. And begin twisting to the left side of the room, opening the chest to the right side. Supine twist. Deep breaths. Slowly unwinding, bring that knee closer to the chest. Coming back into the wing relieving pose. Begin to straighten the right knee, holding behind the hamstring. I'm sorry, not the hamstring, holding behind the right thigh. And giving that leg a really good stretch. If you want to walk your hands up towards the foot and bring that foot closer to your chest, you can do so. No strain on the neck. And letting that leg slowly come back down to the mat. Bending at the left leg, bringing that knee closer to your chest. And then begin shuffling that knee closer to the left armpit when relieving pose. The leg that is straightened can bring the toes to flex, activated. Full breaths here. Knee comes closer to the armpit, and this allows for a for descending colon massage. Closer to the chest, ascending colon. And shuffle your hips a little bit towards the left side of the room. Bring the left knee to twist towards the right side of the room. And opening your torso to the left side of the room. Full twist, supine spinal twist. Deep breaths. Deep breaths. Bringing the left foot back, left leg back, rolling over to your back, beginning to stretch, beginning to straighten the left leg, allowing the left leg to receive a really good stretch. If you want, you can walk your hands towards the foot, bringing that leg closer to your chest. Releasing that leg down to the mat. Letting the palms open, letting the legs relax, letting the legs grow heavy. And getting a preview of Shavasana. Bending at your knees, bringing the soles of the foot closer towards your hips. Begin to find either cow pose, halasana, whatever variation of an inversion feels good to you. There's an energetic lift with the hips that allows the toes to raise up to the sky. If you feel comfortable here coming down into cow pose, go ahead and bring your feet to come down behind your head. Nice, coming into full halasana. And gently allowing the vertebrae to come down one by one, if possible, gently. Bringing the knees closer to the chest, giving yourself a really good, nice hug. Now shuffle your hips a little bit towards the left side of the room and begin twisting to the right side with both of your legs. That's right. Opening the chest. Full twist. Find the subtlety of your breath. Bringing your legs to center. Shuffle your hips a little bit to the left side of the room. Bending at the knees, coming onto spinal twist to the left side of the room, opening space in your chest. Finding the subtlety of your breath. Full breath here. Beginning to close your eyes and wind down as you release that twist. Allowing yourself to find Shavasana, letting the legs go heavy. Letting both of your arms come next to your torso. Making any final adjustments you need as you come into Shavasana. Finding stillness in Shavasana and non-efforting pose. Just allowing the body to get as heavy as it can be. And beginning a body scan from your toes all the way up towards your head. Full body scan. Full body scan. Whatever thought arises in the mind, let it grow really heavy and settle back into the ground of being. Going back to gravity, going back to the center. Letting the body get heavy, letting the body melt onto the mat. Letting the thoughts just slip away from awareness. Letting awareness be focused on the backdrop. Letting awareness focus into the ground of being. Marinating in the depths of your being, savoring your own existence. Gently still connected to this inner space of silence, of inner quiet. Begin to bring awareness back into your body. Feeling how you inhabit your body. Consciousness inhabits the body. With breath and with awareness. Becoming reacquainted with the preciousness of life moving through this body. Becoming reacquainted with the preciousness of life. And the grounding activation that happens when we fully come in and do the work of clearing the obstacles. So begin bringing a little bit of mobility back onto your fingertips, your toes, your ankles. Mindful breaths. There's no need to rush, still savoring the quality of energy, the energetic quality of this practice. Savoring the depths of your being as you come into full body movement. It feels good to stretch your arms behind your head as if you were waking up in the morning. You can do so. And slowly making your way to a fetal position, allowing the earth to hold you, allowing the ground to support you. And with the support of your palms, begin to lift yourself up towards a seated pose. And continue to tap into the energetic quality of your being right now. And without judgment, doing a before and after comparison with the inquiry of activation. And let yourself ask the question of which activities would serve me the most today to continue with this activated quality of being. We cannot change the conditions and circumstances we find ourselves in, but we can find our attitude to them and therefore begin to shift decisions and choices, moving from one reality to a different one, savoring life's preciousness. So ask yourself which activities would suit this state of being the most. Envisioning yourself as you move throughout your day or your evening, carrying this frequency. Bringing both of your palms together at the center of your chest in Anjali Mudra. Honoring deeply this sacred space to practice and to clear obstacles and limitations through breath, through intention, and through movement. Honoring all the teachers that have passed on this wisdom, and honoring ourselves to take the time to practice. 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 Namaste. Thank you.